I want to take a few minutes today to talk about coaching and why you might need a coach. Fundamentally, that's what my business is about, is coaching. Uh, so why would you need me or somebody like me? What's the point of getting a coach? I think there's a lot of reasons why, and I'll just briefly touch on them to give you a sense of my feelings and perhaps help guide you in your experience and inform you if you would be interested in using a coach like myself. So first of all, we can start with the fact that the internet, the world, is full of knowledge, information. There's no shortage of information. How to train, how to eat, how to diet, all kinds of interesting and crazy systems out there. But what a coach can do for you is filter through the BS. Simplify, cut straight through to what actually works, save you time, save you effort, save you confusion. Taking that information, making it accessible, and making it applicable to your challenges so you can realize success is crucial, and I think is one of the key aspects of being a coach. Besides providing the information, getting it to you, personalizing that information, and taking consideration of the client's needs, the client's challenges, and arranging the services, which would be training, nutrition, diet, all the above in various forms to suit the client's desires. The coach will have an objective point of view combined with their experience that can help deliver results for the client. A coach can always be a little bit outside looking in and can be mindful of the struggles the client might go through, the doubts the client might have, and help them stay on track and achieve their goals. That's the primary job of a coach, I think. That goes into like problem solving, of course. You're going to have challenges. You've probably already had challenges while you're looking for a coach. A good coach will listen to you and understand the challenges you have. Perhaps you've reached a sticking point in your fat loss journey. You've been reducing calories and increasing activity, and things have stopped happening. You try to figure out why that is so. It can be a challenge to figure out by yourself when you're in the middle of that, and you have a lot of emotions flying around. Coaches can be very, very useful in times such as that. Likewise, if you're training and trying to gain muscle and get stronger, you'll hit plateaus. There'll be times where the weight doesn't move up on the bar or on the scale as you wish, and it will be a challenge to figure out why. A coach with experience, and again, looking from outside in, can help you a lot in that journey and pushing forward through those kind of breaking points. Another thing a good coach can offer, and something that I really hope to offer, considering my 40 plus years of experience, and I think a nature I have of being quite empathetic with people. I've always enjoyed teaching and sharing information. So clients who need someone to listen to them, to be empathetic to their needs, to understand their challenges, and to be able to combine that with experience of decades of doing this, can deliver an effective solution for the clients. And let's not underestimate the need for empathy for all levels of clients when you're facing challenges and trying something new. And if you're reaching out to a coach, that means you have challenges and you want to do something different than you had before. So having someone empathetic who will listen to you and pay attention to you and give you the time that you need can be immensely valuable. And I believe one of my main advantages as a coach is the fact that I do try to treat everybody with respect and care. If you're going to come to me, I will treat you as close to my concerns, how I want things to come out, as I do for you. I can't succeed without you. I can't feel good unless you feel good. That's just the way I am. And that's one of the reasons actually why I turned to coaching, because I like to help people. So I believe the desire to help and to provide empathy is super important. Other things, obviously the knowledge sharing, I touched on that a little bit, but I've been doing this since I was 15 years old. I'll be 55 soon, so 40 years, pretty much non-stop. I've never really stopped training, never really stopped, paying attention to what I eat. And because of that, I think that I am now, 55 years old, and I think in excellent shape. My body particularly, works and acts and looks younger than most of those people around me. I'd say the vast majority of people around me. And I'm happy with myself. It's difficult to say as a middle-aged man that you're really happy with yourself physically. And I don't believe that you have to do hours and hours and hours of this and that per week to achieve those kind of goals. It's about being smart and using your time effectively, both in nutrition and in exercise, to produce the most effective results in the least amount of time. One could argue that with such an attitude that I put forward like that, it might minimize the profitability I can make on clients. I can't sell fancy programs. I can't tell you you've got to do this, 24-week course and, all this kind of complicated stuff to keep you bound up with me as a client. I can't do that, and I won't do that. I'm here to support people to do what they want to do in the ways I know are most effective. And in some ways, a good teacher succeeds when the student no longer needs them. I do hope that anybody who comes on my services can learn from me, and I will enjoy greatly teaching and helping them. But there will come a day for everybody where they simply won't need me anymore, because I will have taught them everything I know, and they will understand how things are. And that is also partly success, because, frankly, there'll always be someone else out there that needs help, and I can take them on. So, the fact that you may reach a point where you don't need me anymore because I've successfully helped you to that degree is a measure of my own success. Another thing we shouldn't overlook in coaching, I think, and this is probably true for all kind of coaching, not just, physique coaching, training, or diet coaching, is accountability. I think it makes a big difference if you have to answer to somebody in some respect about what you're doing. What you've eaten, how you've trained, how much you've slept, how much water you drank, other drinking you may have done, on the weekends or whatnot. All these kind of things can become blurred in and washed away without accountability. Everybody knows that having to answer to other people will make you pay more attention to what you do. And I think that's an essential focus for any coach, whether it's, bodybuilding, physique, lifestyle, even financial coaching. Accountability is hugely important. I mean, even for me, as a bodybuilder coming up in my younger years, back in the 80s and 90s, we always had a training partner, a really good friend who we'd meet at the gym at a certain time. We had an obligation to each other to train together and support each other through that workout. So, even when you didn't feel like going to the gym, you had to show up because your buddy was going to be there, and vice versa. And that kind of, personal accountability to your colleague, your peer, your friend, helps you get over times where you may not have met the mark, but you had to because you were accountable to somebody else. And I think that's another area where coaching excels, being accountable. And again, taking that accountability and combining it with the empathy I mentioned earlier. My clients, I hold accountable for doing things properly, but if they fail, I listen and try to understand why. If you failed, what went wrong? How can I help you? What can we do to make sure that doesn't happen again? That is super important to me. Accountability without empathy is useless and is not going to make anybody's journey any better. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out there, let you know basically my beliefs on why coaching is important, why you might need a coach, whether it's me or somebody else, whether it's fitness or finances or just general life stuff. I think most of those things are true for any kind of coach. And I think, I will endeavor to deliver them to all my clients with the utmost diligence and care. Because, like I say, I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm not here to get rich quick. I'm here to share my knowledge and to help people. And that's what I want to do. So if that resonates with you at all, again, feel free to reach out to me, cmtphysiques.com. You can email me at cmtphysiques@gmail.com. You can also hit me on Instagram at cmt_physiques_ and various other social media. I'll be around. So again, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I hope this helped you in some way understand my point of view and why I do what I do and why I think it's valuable. And I look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you. Bye-bye.